All right, first grade. So for Super Kids today, I'm getting started with the writing. I'm not going to go through the writing because there's that other lesson where they go through the writing, but I just want to do this first because these are the things we need to have done today. There's a couple things that I will allow you to skip because you have a lot due today. So today you're doing your cover page for your poems. You will have 4 poems, and you will go over this in the actual writing lesson. You're going to have an action poem, your sin cane poem, your I am poem, and your noise poem. So you'll have your cover page and 4 more poems. You may only have 3 poems because of our No Work Wednesday. You may not have your I am poem. That is absolutely fine. You can just do the 3. That's not a big deal. You can just have 3. If you really want to go back and do that, you can go back to that page on Wednesday and do that writing. But you do not need to. You only have to have 3. So when you go through the writing lesson and you're setting up your poetry book, if you don't have your I am poem, that is okay. All right? And today you're going to be sending me a recording of you reading your poems. You can either pick to read one or you can read me your whole book. A couple people read them to me on Zoom yesterday, and I can't wait to hear everyone else's. All right. Another thing for Super Kids is you will have your online tests. You'll have decoding, some vocabulary, and a story. Okay. Your story is called The Pet Snake. Those 2 things must be done today. Okay, remember we talked about showing off on test days? You get to show off your amazing writing and show off how much you know on your tests. Okay. When you do those 2 things, there are a couple more things you have to do for Super Kids. If you are listening to this video, you can skip those other things. All right. Mrs. Elvis is trying to give us a little bit of a break here and there because it's a lot different at home. As usual, like I'm always saying, you can go right ahead and do what I'm about to do next. And like it's a normal day, that's absolutely fine. But you have a lot that's due that you're turning into me. And I want to make sure those things are done first, and then you can do those other things. So if you do want to continue and do the lessons for Friday, you can keep watching. But if you did your writing and your Super Kids tests already, then you can skip this next part. That's okay. Okay? It's up to you. You have the choice. All right, so if you are going to continue, you're going to open your workbook to page 102. Okay? So this page, there are a ton of different adverbs with that ly at the end. Okay? And we're just going to answer the questions. Number 1, what can you do quickly? So I'm going to underline the adverb quickly, and I can see at the end it has that ly. Something that I can do quickly is swim. So the verb that I would write down is swim. Maybe you can run quickly. Maybe you can write quickly. All right, so our answers may not be the same. Okay. Number 2, what can you do happily? I see the adverb is happily with the ly at the end. We change the Y to an I, and they add an ending. The verb I'm going to pick is dance. I can dance happily. But you may pick a different verb that you can do happily. That's fine. Okay? Takes a little long for Mrs. Ellis to do that. All right? You can do the rest of the page on your own, underline the adverb, and then go ahead and answer it with the verb that you can do the way that they're describing it. You can pause the video now to do that. Then you're going to reread your super duper muscles which is also on Super Kids Online. So you'll have to do your tests first because they'll be the first thing up, and then you can reread this if you choose to. And then your practice page 75 goes with your super duper muscles. Okay. So if you need to have that open to help you answer some of these questions, that's fine. There's a couple big words in here, but they are in your super duper. So let's go over the words in the word bank. Signal, stretchy, stronger, team up, flexible. Okay. And you can do that if you choose to. Remember, our practice page and our workbook page today are extra, they're additional, okay? Because there's a lot of things that you have to do today. So these are extra if you want to do them. All right? You guys have been working so hard. I'm so proud of you, and I really can't wait to see those poems.